Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. In this video, we will discuss the Life in the UK test. So this test has 24 total questions and in order to pass, you have to get 18 right. But in today's video, we will discuss the 50 hardest questions for the Life in the UK test. So let's start with the first one. The first question is, for which purposes was the Statute of Rhuddlan introduced? Options are to annex Scotland to the Crown of England, to annex Northern Ireland to the Crown of England, to annex Ireland to the Crown of England, or to annex Wales to the Crown of England. So the correct option is last option. It was introduced to annex Wales to the Crown of England. Next question is, which famous poet is known as the Bard in Scotland? Options are Sir Kingsley Amis, Robert Burns, Thomas Hardy, or Dylan Thomas. So the correct option is second option. Robert Burns is the poet known as the Bard in Scotland. Next question is, which of the following is not considered a main part of the British government? Options are the monarchy, the European Council, the Prime Minister, or the local government. So the correct option is second option. The European Council is not considered a main part of the British government. Next question is, what is the name of Admiral Nelson's ship? Options are HMS Victory, Golden Hind, Count, or Grimsby. So the correct option is first option. It is called HMS Victory. Next question is, which 1833 Act abolished slavery throughout the British Empire? Options are the Emancipation Act, the Freedom Act, the Liberty Act, or the Abolition Act. So the correct option is first option. It was the Emancipation Act. Next question is, who was defeated and killed by William the Conqueror in the Battle of Hastings of 1066? Options are Robert the Bruce, Harold the Saxon King of England, Henry V, or Henry VII. So the correct option is second option. It was Harold the Saxon King of England. Next question is, what is the Old Bailey? Options are a famous criminal court, a Scottish drink, the name of a traditional Welsh cake, or a British national park. So the correct option is first option. It is a famous criminal court. Next question is, which of the following countries was not a founding member of the EU? Options are Germany, Italy, UK, or France. So the correct option is third option. The UK was not a founding member of the EU. Next question is, how were Elizabeth I and Mary the Queen of Scots related? Options are they were sisters, Mary was Elizabeth's daughter, they were cousins, or they were half sisters. So the correct option is third option. They were cousins. Next question is, how many members are in the Northern Ireland Assembly? Options are 45, 65, 76, or 106. So the correct option is last option. There are 106 members in the Northern Ireland Assembly. Next question is, which of the following happened in 1707? Options are the 100 Years' War began, the Act of Union was agreed upon creating the Kingdom of Great Britain, or the English Civil War ended, or the last option is the Emancipation Act abolished slavery. So the correct option is second option. The Act of Union was agreed upon creating the Kingdom of Great Britain in 1707. Next question is, who was Samuel Pepys? Options are a 17th century playwright, a 17th century clergyman, a 17th century diarist, or a 17th century architect. So the correct option is third option. He was a 17th century diarist. Next question is, the Book of Common Prayer was written and used in the Church of England during the reign of which King of England? Options are King Edward I, George I, Edward VI, or George II. So the correct option is third option. It was during the reign of Edward VI. Next question is, why is 1918 an important date in the history of women's rights? Options are the first divorce laws were introduced, equal pay laws were passed, women were made legally responsible for their children, or women were given the right to vote. So the correct option is last option. In 1918, women were given the right to vote. Next question is, in 1690, William III defeated James II in battle, which is still celebrated in Northern Ireland today. Options are Battle of Aughrim, Battle of Bosworth, Battle of Sligo, or Battle of the Boyne. So the correct option is last option. It was during the Battle of the Boyne. Next question is, what was the name of the battle in 1314 in which Robert the Bruce defeated the English? Options are the Battle of Bosworth, the Battle of Agincourt, the Battle of Bannockburn, or the Battle of the Boyne. So the correct option is third option. It was the Battle of Bannockburn. Next question is, in 1776, how many American colonies declared their independence from Britain? Options are 11, 12, 13, or 14. So the correct option is third option, 13. Next question is, whose assassination on 28th June 1914 sparked the beginning of World War I? Options are Joseph Stalin, Giuseppe Mussolini, Archduke Franz Ferdinand, or Gavrilo Princip. So the correct option is third option. It was the Archduke Franz Ferdinand's assassination that sparked the beginning of World War I. Next question is, which two are the English Civil War battles? Options are Hastings, Marston Moor, Waterloo, or Naseby. So the correct two options are Marston Moor and Naseby. Next question is, habeas corpus is a Latin term that means. Options are, you must present the lawyer in court, you must present the witness in court, you must present the alibi in court, or you must present the person in court. So the correct option is last option. Habeas corpus means you must present the person in court. Next question is, nearby which UK city is Europe's longest dry ski slope located? Options are Liverpool, Leeds, Belfast, or Edinburgh. So the correct option is last option. It is near Edinburgh. Next question is which one of the following is not true of Catherine Howard, one of the 6 wives of Henry VIII? Options are she died of natural causes, she was a cousin of Anne Boleyn, another wife of Henry VIII, she was executed, or she was accused of taking lovers. So the correct option is first option. The statement she died of natural causes is not true. Next question is where did the ancestors of the first farmers in Britain probably come from? Options are Southeast Europe, Northeast Europe, Northwest Europe, or Southwest Europe. So the correct option is first option, Southeast Europe. Next question is which part of the UK is not included when people say Great Britain or mainland Britain? Options are Northern Ireland, Wales, Scotland, or England. So the correct option is first option, Northern Ireland is not included. Next question is which two of the following statements are true of Margaret Thatcher? Options are she became the leader of the opposition in 1980, she was elected as a Conservative MP in 1959, she became a cabinet minister in 1977, or she trained as a chemist and lawyer. So the two true statements are she was elected as a Conservative MP in 1959 and she trained as a chemist and lawyer. Next question is after abolishing slavery from the British Empire in 1833, how many Indian and Chinese were employed to replace formerly enslaved people? Options are 1 million, 1.5 million, 2 million, or 2.5 million. So the correct option is third option, 2 million. Next question is in the Battle of Trafalgar, which two countries did the British Royal Navy fight against? Options are France and the Netherlands, France and Spain, Spain and Portugal, or France and Germany. So the correct option is second option, it was France and Spain. Next question is which statement is not true about the King Henry VIII? Options are he was succeeded by his daughter Mary, he broke away from the Church of Rome, he married 6 times, or he had a son called Edward. So the correct option is first option, he was succeeded by his daughter Mary. This statement is not true. Next question is which two are the traditional food of England? Options are roast beef, ulcer fry, haggis, or fish and chips. So the correct option is first one and last one. Roast beef and fish and chips are two traditional foods of England. Next question is which of the following novel was written by Charles Dickens? Options are Three Men in a Boat, From Whom the Bell Tolls, Oliver Twist, or Jude the Obscure. So the correct option is first option. Three Men in a Boat was a novel written by Charles Dickens. Next question is in 1776, how many American colonies declared their independence from Britain? Options are 13, 14, 15, or 16. So the correct option is first option, 13 colonies. Next question is which of the following was commissioned by William the Conqueror to list ownership of land and animals in England? Options are the Doomsday Diary, the Doomsday List, the Doomsday Register, or the Doomsday Book. So the correct option is last option, it was the Doomsday Book. Next question is who was the first Archbishop of Canterbury? Options are Saint Elipus, Saint Ambrose, Saint Augustine, or Saint Posidus. So the correct option is third option, Saint Augustine was the first Archbishop of Canterbury. Next question is which England monarch could not speak English well? Options are William IV, George I, Edward VII, or Henry VII. So the correct option is second option, it was George I. Next question is in which country was Charles II living in exile when Parliament invited him to come back in May 1660? Options are Scotland, Germany, the Netherlands, or Austria. So the correct option is third option, he was living in the Netherlands. Next question is which Saxon king was killed in the Battle of Hastings in 1066? Options are Harold, Henry, William, or Alfred. So the correct option is first option, it was Harold. Next question is in which year did the War of the Roses end? Options are 1483, 1484, 1485, or 1486. So the correct option is third option, it ended in 1485. Next question is which British scientist co-invented the MRI, magnetic resonance imaging scanner? Options are Sir Peter Mansfield, Sir Tim Berners-Lee, Sir Robert Edwards, or James Goodfellow. So the correct option is first option, Sir Peter Mansfield was the one who co-invented the MRI scanner. Next question is in which year did Ireland become a republic? Options are 1949, 1950, 1951, or 1952. So the correct option is first option in 1949. Next question is which of the following countries in the UK does not have its banknotes? Options are Northern Ireland, Scotland, England, or Wales. So the correct option is last option, Wales does not have its own banknotes. Next question is the Golden Hind was one of the first ships to sail right around the world. Who did it belong to? Options are Henry VII, Sir Francis Drake, Sir Francis Bacon, or Nelson. So the correct option is second option, it belonged to Sir Francis Drake. Next question is the Jutes who invaded Britain were from. Options are Eastern Europe, Western Europe, Northern Europe, or Southern Europe. So the correct option is third option, they were from Northern Europe. Next question is Evelyn Waugh, who wrote satirical novels, is probably best known for his novel. Options are Decline and Fall, Brideshead Revisited, Scoop, or Lucky Jim. So the correct option is second option, Brideshead Revisited. Next question is which language do names such as Grimsby and Sculthorpe come from? Options are French, Viking, Norman, or Saxon? So the correct option is second option. They come from Viking language. Next question is how tall is the London Eye? Options are 343 feet, 443 feet, 553 feet, or 663 feet. So the correct option is second option. It is 443 feet tall. Next question is in ancient times, which of the following might have been associated with Stonehenge? Options are a safe place for shelter, a special gathering place for seasonal ceremonies, a safe castle, or a fort to train soldiers. So the correct option is second option, a special gathering place for seasonal ceremonies. Next question is the DNA molecule structure was discovered in 1953 through work at British universities in London and options are Cambridge, Oxford, Plymouth, or Leeds. So the correct option is first option, Cambridge University. Next question is from which year did the newspapers not need a government license to operate? Options are 1675, 1685, 1695, or 1703. So the correct option is last option, since 1703. Next question is the Elizabeth period in England was considered a time of. Options are scientific movement, literary movement, growing patriotism, or civil wars. So the correct option is third option, growing patriotism. Next question is EU laws are also known as. Options are regulations, directives, framework decisions, or all of the above. So the correct option is last option. They are known as all of the above mentioned names. And that's it for this video. If you have any questions, make sure to leave a comment down below. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe for more. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching.